Hey all, I'm here with a better quality video of our one-hit KO on the level 7 Bug Samurott. So these are the 4 Pokemon we used. We used Altaria, Cryogonal, Koraidon, and Blaze Tauros. So first thing that happens is Koraidon automatically sets up Orichalcum Pulse, aka Sunny Day. Samurott does its stupid focus energy thing that nobody cares about in this raid. The Cryogonal Frost Breaths the Tauros. The Altaria attack cheers, Koraidon screeches, and Tauros' Flare Blitz with all of the setup is a one-hit KO on the Bug Samurott. You get it done right on turn 1 with some proper teamwork, and yeah, just for fun there, Tauros dies to win the raid in 1 turn, which is kind of a funny little bonus. Alright, so this is the big guy. This is the one that's going to do all the damage. We have here Tauros Paldean Blaze Form. Alright, you're going to give it a choice band, you're going to make its ability Anger Points. Alright, and then the Terra type can be whatever because you're aiming to one-shot the raid anyway. And Flare Blitz is the only attack that matters. It's pretty much the only one you're going to use. If you want to fill out other moves just in case, I guess, you could do Raging Bull, Will-O-Wisp, and Sunny Day if you want to use this in other raids. For best IVs, only really HP, attack, and defense, and special defense matter if you want to use it for other raids. For EVs, max out HP, even though you're going for a one-hit kill anyway, and max out attack because that's going to enable you to deal the most damage as possible. For the rest of the EVs, you can just dump it into defense. Alternatively, if this is only going to be used for the Samurott raid, you can instead opt to max out attack and defense, since the Samurott will be attacking physically. In which case, you max out defense and dump the rest of the EVs into HP. And lastly, you go for Adamant Nature. Get as much attack power as possible, and don't give a crap about your special attack. So what Anger Point does is when Tauros is hit with a critical hit, it maximizes its attack. So with max +6 attack combined with Koraidon's Sun, Attack Cheer, the Choice Band equipped to Tauros, giving it a 50% boost to its physical moves, and Screech from Koraidon as well, you're going to be hitting pretty hard. So how are you going to get that crit on Tauros? Well, that's where teammate number 2 comes in. We have, in our case, Cryogonal. And we have Cryogonal use Frost Breath, which is always a critical hit on its target. So it does a little bit of friendly fire and hits Tauros in order to activate Anger Point. Now, Frost Breath can miss, so we gave it a wide lens in order to make the miss chance roughly 99%. There was 1 game out of 8 when we were testing the strategy that the Frost Breath did miss. However, oddly enough, we did end up winning in the end just by redoing the strat of Frost Breath the Tauros, and the Tauros goes in with the Flare Blitz. So the EVs, IVs, and whatever the hell, whatever, whatnot, doesn't really matter for the non-Tauros teammates. If you're paranoid about surviving the raid, you could max out HP and defense on all of these Pokemon. If you don't want to use Cryogonal, you could go in with anything that has Frost Breath, or you could go in with Meowscarada and do Flower Trick. In Meowscarada's case, since Flower Trick is 100% accurate, you could just give it Focus Sash to ensure that it survives the turn. For all other teammates, the third one definitely has to be Koraidon. It can take the hits pretty well and set up Sunny Day in order for Tauros to get its kill, and you can also use the Koraidon to Screech to make sure Tauros gets that kill. The fourth Pokemon is really just there to attack cheer, so it could really be anything that can take a hit. Samurott tries to go for a heavy crit strategy and will attack you with water, bug, dark, and ground moves. We quick picked Altaria because it has decent defenses and it's immune to ground and resists both bug and water. Dragonite can work since it has the same typing and it also has multi-scale to soften attacks. And there was talk in the Discord server about Stonjourner, who can use its ability Power Spot to increase the power of its teammates, and can use Gravity to ensure that Frost Breath hits. One last thing to note is the Tauros player should definitely wait until both the Screech and the Attack Cheer go off, because otherwise you might not get the OHKO. Overall, this strat is very effective. We had 8 consecutive successful raid defeats with this strat, And one of them was going south, and we still managed to salvage it. So it's very, very effective. The downside is that you really need to get some dedicated friends that are willing to build these Pokemon and are willing to cooperate with you and possibly grind with you as well. A shout out to Destined Jagold, who was one of the participants in the raid, as well as the one who recorded this footage and allowed me to use it for this video. So yeah, that's basically it on our trick of beating this raid really quickly. If I may have missed something or if you have any questions, please feel free to post down below. So I'm part of the r/Pokemon Discord, which is a fairly active Discord and also has a fairly active raid community where a lot of people try to do their best in the raids. I'll leave the link down below. Later.